Alright, well, it's the next day, Sunday now. Cutting all this staircase out of here. You know, and once I get to this point, I'm looking at it going, you know what, I should have just left all those stairs in there. Just used them as shelves and left it alone. Now I just opened up a can of worms that didn't really need to. I was originally thinking that I was going to, right where that frame is there, I was just going to drop a shelf, you know, just basically just lower that step down to there and then out, and then have one step down to the floor there. But I forgot the spare tire's got to go back in there, so not really sure whether I'm ever even going to carry a spare tire, but you know, that's always an option. So I'm going to have all new tires on it, so chances of actually needing a spare are slim. But anyways, so I guess what I'll do is extend this here out to just past that frame there across, and drop right down to the floor and out. So I'll still have, I'll keep it at this height so there is enough room for a spare tire in there, and I'll just make that shelf longer. It'll be out to about here somewhere and down to the floor and out. It's going to be a lot of extra work for a whole lot of nothing, but not much I can do about it now. I've already got it all bucked apart, so that's what I'll have to do. Boy, I found a crap load of stuff up in here that was left up in there when I threw it on the floor here. All shims and bolts and spacers, and I don't know, maybe for the door, maybe for the old door hinges, I don't know. Anyways, nothing that's any usable or anything, but there it is. Anyhow, continue on. In my make work project. Okay, so a little farther along now. Got it all out of there. Got some cross pieces welded in. So now I'm going to put the door up into place, and then I'll put the last cross piece out where, you know, right where the edge of the door is. It's going to be, it'll be at a bit of an angle, so I can't put that in yet. I won't be able to do that until once the door is there, then I can figure out exactly where it's got to go. And then I'm going to just cut a piece of that chipboard, and I'll just throw that on top of there for now, just so it's got someplace to walk. And then I'll have to cut that out of there. Shouldn't be too bad. Kind of thinking I might take this original hinge, if I can get it out of here. Pretty simple. And just move it down below and use it for the top of that door. The frame all the way down here is all vertical, so it should just be able to make up a couple of mounts. All it is a piece of flat bar with a couple of holes in it. Weld that in there, and then as long as I can figure out exactly where it's got to be so it fits right, then just put that in there. The only thing that might put a little bit of a monkey wrench in that is this. I suppose I could maybe go down below it. I don't know. It's an idea. Don't know whether it's what I'll actually do or not. Still might be easier just to put a piano hinge on here. Anyways, we'll see. Alright, here's another little clip of up inside, just with the door roughly into place. And next I'll put the last piece of tubing along the bottom edge of the door there. And there's with a piece of wood temporarily on there so I can walk on it. It's all just dropped in there so it can come out. You know, obviously I didn't put a piece right around in there because this whole thing has to get replaced. This plywood here is rotten. I'm gonna have to pull everything out underneath the all this plywood out here out as well. I had to do that on my other bus too. Just was rotting away. I guess, you know, up the front end here is any water that can leak in here, it does, and doors don't seal very well, windows don't seal very well, so it starts to rot. But I mean, you know, bus is 40 some years old, so you can't expect too much. Anyways, yeah, I'll take a shot of it from down underneath. I don't know how much of this I got actually going to be able to see, but there's from underneath. Still lots of work, but coming along. And I am done for tonight. So I've been working on this hinge on this door all afternoon, all day actually. Made absolutely no progress. I thought I could put a piano hinge in there, but that's not going to work because the piano hinge would have to come out. There's the, you know, it has to clear this here, so the piano hinge would have to be mounted way out here. That looks stupid. So that's not going to work. So I tried the old upper hinge, which I thought was going to be a simple installation because it's just straight down, you know, it's all vertical, but it just does not work, and I don't know why, and I'm not going to fart around with it anymore. I'll just move on to something else, and I'll think about it a little bit, and I might see if I can get another one of these lower hinges like that and just get it chromed, or maybe I'll make one out of stainless. I don't know. Anyways, the other option is I don't know if you probably won't even be able to see it here, but on this side, let's see if I can get in there on the driver's side. You know, that's a hinged compartment too, and they have outside hinges, so I might be able to find two of those or something like those and mount them upside down on the other side over here. But two ideas that I thought were going to be fairly simple for hinges are not working, so I'm just going to move on to something else because I'm a little bit frustrated right now. So I have to build the caps for this and the bottom of the, you know, the door where I cut it there, and all this sealant and crap all came out of here pretty good with a wire wheel. Just used a stainless wire wheel and knocked it all out. I started on back in here a little bit too and cleaned that up some, but this stuff, whatever it is, just turns into snot, so that's going to take a little bit of time. It's coming off okay, it's just not exactly quick. But anyways, kind of a frustrating day, but have them once in a while. And everything doesn't always go smooth all the time. So I'll start fitting this door, and I can't really weld anything in here either because I don't have any stainless gas for my welders, so I got to get some stainless gas. I have stainless wire, but no stainless gas, so I'll just fit the door in here, back in here, and leave it for now. And my seals for the slide outs came in, so maybe I'll start working on the putting those seals in. I don't know. Think about it a little bit. Maybe I'll go have a rum and then do it. So my slide out seal showed up, and apparently for some reason I'm trying to explain how this is all going to work, but it doesn't seem to be all that clear, so I guess I'm not very good at explaining things, I guess. But this 1.25" angle will be installed all the way around underneath this tubing. It's an 1.5" gap, 1.25" angle, so we're going to end up with a 1/4" gap all the way around, and that'll be mounted on the outside of the slide out as well as around the perimeter of the inside. So there'll be a 1.5" lip hanging down here, inside and outside. And this seal that I got, just got it kind of stuffed in there for now. There has 2 bulbs on it, one on the inside, one on the outside. So when it's in, like it is now, that 1.25" angle will compress this and seal it when the slide out's in, and when the slide out's out, it'll compress the bulb on the other side. And then it has a wiper on top. This it's just sitting on a piece of angle that's holding it up, or a piece of flat bar here that's holding it up too high. So but it has a 1.5" wiper on it. So that'll kind of wipe it'll keep the slide out sealed up as it slides in and out. But it'll also, if it's slide out's out and it's wet, it'll dry it as it slides in. So that's the theory anyways. Hope that makes a little bit more sense than, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, so hopefully that makes sense. More sense than me trying to just talk about it. Anyways, so that's that, and then I got 120 feet of that, so that'll do all 3 slides. And I already have my seal for the door here. I think maybe I'll put that on tomorrow. My front door is a little bit stalled right now, so I think maybe I'll move on to that. I need I don't have any. I need some 1/2" flat bar for this to make this work. This is 3/4 inches too tall. So, and I don't have any, so I'm going to have to get some. But the 3/4 inch is perfect for this door. So I'll do that tomorrow, I guess. And that's my story for now.